All right, so the first step for taking a noise sample is you need to make sure that the dosimeters are fully charged. So over here is the 5-station charging dock. You just plug it into a normal outlet, and you will put the dosimeter on. There's a little slot in the back, and you will slide it onto it, and it will start to blink, and that means it is charging. It usually takes 24 hours. I would leave them on overnight and let them charge fully. So the second step is to make sure that you calibrate your dosimeter before use. If you are programming the dosimeter to be ran while you are not there, you can calibrate it at least a minimum of or a maximum of 24 hours before, but we prefer it to be right before use. So the dosimeter, when it's off, you'll push this little circle button with the line in the middle to turn it on. It will say the edge 4, and we will wait until it warms up for a minute. And here it is on. To calibrate it, you will twist off the microphone piece. Make sure you don't twist off the phone piece because they can rip off. To hold the red part and turn it off, and it comes off. This, I labeled everything. This is your noise dosimeter calibrator. It's already been calibrated. You'll go on the bottom of it and you'll flip it to the on switch, and you will hear it sound a high-pitched whining noise, and then you'll plug it into the metal part. From there, the dosimeter will say to cal, and you'll push the arrow, and then you're gonna set it to 114 because that is what the calibrator set at. Each manufacturer has different set rates for that, so we're gonna turn it down to 114. Oop. And then put the arrow again. It will calibrate it, and you're good to go. Click the arrow again, and you're ready to take a sample. Step number 3 is to place the dosimeter on the employee and monitor for the designated shift length. So you have the dosimeter, it's on already, you've calibrated it, and it's ready to go. So you're going to put the dosimeter, you're going to open up the alligator clips on both ends, and you're going to put it close to their ear, as close as you can get it, either on a collar or a shirt, whatever you can do it. Make sure that it's not on the same side as a radio or an earpiece or headphones or whatever, because that can cause interference. And you'll clip it onto them. So it's on their shoulder, ready to go. And to start it, you're gonna push the triangle, the play button, and hold it down. It will say 3, 2, 1. And it is starting to record. You can see the play button in the top corner, and it is recording. And you will leave it on playing until the end of the shift. So if it's a 10-hour shift, you'll get 9 hours. 8 hours, you'll get 7 hours minimum. 12 hours, you'll get 11 hours. And then that is it for the starting it. Whenever you're done, you'll just hold down the pause button or the stop button. 3, 2, 1. And then that's it, and you've collected your sample for the day. So step 4 and step 5 are, you're gonna ensure that your field notes have been collected and recorded, and then you're gonna make sure that your dosimeter has been collected and you post-calibrate it. So for post-calibrating it, before you get your field notes all set, you're gonna do the same thing that you did when you pre-calibrate it. You're gonna take off the windscreen, you're gonna twist it off, you're gonna turn on your calibrator, and you'll hear the high-pitched noise. You're gonna plug it in, and then it's gonna say cal. You push the arrow, you're gonna set it to 114, push the arrow again, and then you're gonna push the arrow again, and then it's been successfully post-caled. You are done with that. And then on your field notes, you're gonna make sure that you fill out pretty much every single box. In the pre-cal and the post-cal, you're gonna put 114 and then 114 again. You do not have to do it 3 times. You only have to do it once because these units are set to hit that 114. You're gonna put in your calibrator serial number, which is right here underneath the barcode, and then you're gonna put your IH sampling serial number, which is on the back. And then you won't have a blank number. Some of this is also for pump sampling, so anything that you can't fill out, such as average flow rate or at total volume, you won't have to worry about. You'll do your start and your stop time. You'll input all of the employee information, your information, who sampled it, shift length, etc. You'll also give one of these IH sampling cards to the employees at the beginning of the sampling time. On the back side of it is for the noise monitoring. Basically, they'll input each job that they've done for the day, if they use hearing protection or no hearing protection, and they'll need to indicate any kind of odd jobs that have been performed. And at the end of the sampling period, you can collect these and use these to fill out some of your field notes if you haven't got those already. So the final step for noise dosimetry is to download your data from the dosimeter and then send it to me, Haley Roof, and I will be able to input everything into IHAM and get all the employee notifications out. So here we post-cal'd everything. We have our field notes ready to go, and we're gonna put it back onto the dock the same way you charged it. So with the little slot, you'll push it in. It fits in there perfect. And then you'll have the USB cord from the dock to your computer. And then everyone has had the 3M software downloaded. It is the 3M detection software. From there, you are going to hit, you'll open it up, and this will be the first screen that you see. You will hit the download button, and you will have this screen right here on the left where my arrow is. It will show you that this dosimeter, the one that we just took, you will click on the box and you will see this download screen, and you will click on download. It will download the data from the device, and it says download successful, clear instrument memory, and you will click yes. You'll clear this every time that you take a sample so that the dosimeter has the most current data on there. You'll click yes. It will open up a new screen and it will show you so we ran it for 37 seconds. It will show you the start time, the stop time, how long it was ran, the dosimeter number, etc. The time weighted average, our settings, etc. So we will double click on this session. It will pull up a kind of like a summary, and then you'll click on at the bottom, you'll click report view, and it will show you a report of everything that we need on here. And we will click on save as in the right, and you'll save it as a PDF, and you can name it, we'll just say session 1. After you have saved the PDF, make sure that you send Haley all of your reports. You'll only have one printout, plus your field notes and the IH sampling card. You can just scan that in and send it over to me. And I will get out the employee notification letters. Make sure that you send this within 15 working days of downloading the data. So that is our requirement for our employee notification letters, and I want to make sure that we get those out in a timely manner. And that's how you take a noise sample. Another feature of these dosimeters is to enable auto run. which means that if you're not there for an odd shift time or they're working 12-hour days, say from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m., you can program these to turn on and turn off at certain days and times. So again, the dosimeter will be on the dock, and you will click on instrument communications. You'll click this checkbox next to the dosimeter that's plugged in, and then you will pull down the setup menu and click on auto run. From there, you will check the enable box, and then you will check date 1. It will ask you the start date. So if I wanted to start it tomorrow, and then you will pick the start time. So I can pick whatever time I want. So we'll say we'll do 3 a.m. and then we'll say we want to do it for 10 hours. And then you'll click on set configuration. You click OK. And it's sending to the dosimeter now. And once you have that set, you'll do the same thing you would to take a sample. You'll pre-cal it right before, and you'll post-cal it, record the notes, and collect it from the employee and download the results, and that's it.